Well, yes, I am a magician, and my job is to create a magical fantasy through the art of illusion. And no, ma'am, I do not work for the federal government. From time to time, I'm going to call upon one or more among you to help me create a magical fantasy. And in particular, this lady sitting right here, because he's pointing at somebody. You don't have to get up. What's your name?
Bridget.
Bridget. That's a nice name.
She levitates.
Bridget.
Let's go, Bridget.
Bridget, I have a couple of questions to ask you, first of all. Do you know one card from another?
Yeah.
You do. She's probably a sharp, but that's okay. That's all right. The second thing is, did we arrange anything this evening?
You mean like when we were talking earlier?
That's it. They're all comedians. I heard
No, we did not. No, we did not.
you. You don't have to sound so happy about it, Bridget. What I'd like you to do is pretend that what you see right here is in fact an ordinary deck of invisible cards. Okay? Bridget, I'm going to begin by tossing you that deck. Are you ready to catch it?
I'm ready.
Good. Oh, she's ready, all right. Okay. Now, shuffle the cards, please. It may help to take them out of the box. I think after happy hour, she doesn't need to take them out of the box. I don't know what you're laughing at, sir. You're next.
So much in life is that way.
That's exactly right. Bridget, I want you... do you know this gentleman?
Yes.
You do. He's been laughing at you the whole time, so I just wondered if there was a connection there. I'd like you to spread the cards so that... what was your name, sir?
Mark.
Mark. Allow Mark to pick a card.
This one okay? Okay.
It's your choice, Mark. Just one. But put the other one back, please. Okay. Now, if you would, toss the cards up here. Bridget.
Put them back in the
All of them?
box.
I'll put them back in the box.
All of them. You can keep one or two if you want, just as a memento of the occasion. But... Very good, Bridget. Okay, Mark, it's going to be up to you to determine the value of that card. Okay? You are the one who's going to be imaginative here.
Okay.
Hold it up as though you really have a card. Can you see the card, sir? He's looking. Huh?
Sure.
You can.
Who's that happy hour?
You know, I missed the happy hour. That's a problem. Okay. Mark, question.
Yes, sir.
Are you holding a spot card or are you holding a face card?
I'm holding a spot card.
Okay. How many spots do you see?
Well, that would give
On the card. On the card. Yeah, I want a little help here with the magical fantasy, sir. It's difficult creating it by yourself.
4. I see 4 spots.
4 spots. Okay, that's fine. I have here a plain, invisible brown envelope. Would you be good enough to pass it to him?
Here, Mark.
I dropped it.
Oh, sorry.
Well, this is a good group. Put your card in the envelope, please.
Okay.
Okay? And the last instruction, sir. I want you just simply to toss that invisible envelope into this plain white one.
Got it.
Very good. You did that very well, sir. Okay. For the first time, sir, what was the full name of your card?
4 of clubs.
4 of clubs.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I were to send Mark this very same envelope, he might even open it, since, you know, it really doesn't look much like a bill. And inside, he could find that, yes, indeed, there is, in fact, a brown envelope. And in that envelope, there's a single card. What was the name of your card, sir?
The 4 of clubs.
Yeah. It's exactly right. That's what it is. The 4 of clubs. Have you ever wanted to learn a magic trick?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I looked at this lady and I knew that she, of Good, because I'm going to teach you not only a magic trick, I'm going to teach you something about magic. But we're going to start simple, okay? No, it's not that kind of act here. Now this is a trick that most of your kids will have seen, I'm sure. It's a very simple trick. But what I have to warn you about is that magic is completely unlike any of the other performing arts. If a singer hits a wrong note, she'll go on and the audience doesn't notice it. If a dancer falls, and I've seen this happen, that's fact. And the poor young thing is just humiliated, and the audience will look away. They won't look at the stage until she gets up and gets back into her dance again. But they come to a magic show just to see the magician screw up. So you have to have a contingency plan for most anything that could go wrong. This trick, very well known. We're going to cut the rope in the center. Part of the problem is finding the center of the rope. But you're going to cut it in the center because otherwise it's kind of a small trick when you just cut it near one end. Okay? It's not always easy to find the center. I do it now because I've been doing the trick for 20 years. Okay? But let's suppose you are going to do it, and you can't find the center, and instead you cut it there. Why don't you pick up the scissors, please? Cut it right there. Just the rope. That's fine. Cut it. Very good. You can put the scissors down now. I feel better already. Now, if you would just hold that end. Sir, can I prevail upon you to gently hold this end? Okay? Up a little higher. If you're performing and you don't get the center of the rope like that, don't worry about it. You have several alternatives. You can look for the center of the rope. If you move it too much, they'll know you're in trouble. So you can't do that. Sometimes you can just push it over here to the end where nobody's watching. Except this guy, who's watching way too close. That's all right, you're supposed to watch close. It's a magic show, sir.
Yes.
And I appreciate your help. Sometimes there's nothing you can do except untie the rope at that point and allow this gentleman a souvenir of his participation. Thank you, sir. Give him a nice hand. I'm going to show you how to find the center. It's a very simple philosophy. Pick up the scissors. It's called cheating. You don't mind cheating, do you? No. Cut the rope right there. If it's not the center, I'll show you what we can do. We find the two ends. Find the two ends. If these two are equal, then all we have to do is nip off a little bit of this, huh? So pick up the rope, pick up the scissors again, pick up the scissors, and just clip that off. That's fine. Now, you know, it's harder than it looks, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. All right, we'll try this again. This is not a problem. Very good. That's fine. Do you sew? It's all right, it's all right. I'll tell you what, one more time, just one more time. Good, that's fine. They said it was going to be a difficult group. There are times, ladies and gentlemen, when there's nothing else you can do except begin again. Okay. Then here's a rope for you. Here's a rope for me. Follow my directions, please. Take the two ends, tie them gently into a knot. Doesn't have to be a square knot, just two overhead knots, okay? Gently, you're not tying up a horse, okay? Now, the loop of rope opposite the knot, that should be the center. Pick up your scissors. Cut your rope, Go ahead, cut it, that's it. Now cut mine too, please. Good. Now, let me see what we have. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Didn't she do a good job? Okay. Then I'm going to show you how to perform this trick. But I want to call your attention to the fact that after I leave here, people will say, he never really cut the rope. You will be there to dispute that, right? Good. All right. Now, there's an knack to performing this rather small trick for a large group. You pick out somebody who obviously likes rope magic. This lady's sitting right here. You don't have to get up at all, you see. But you can't look everybody in the eyes at the time you're performing, you see. Sometimes it helps to find somebody special in the audience that you could play to. So, you give them a nice smile. You point to the knot so they know what you're smiling about. You show them the knot, and then in your grandest, most magical manner, you remove the knot from the rope like it never really existed, again, presenting them with a souvenir of the magical occasion. Okay, men, it's now your turn. Center stage, please. Hold it right here in your left hand. Okay, stand around here, feet together, chin up, big smile, hand at your side. Hand at your side, no, hold it right here with the left hand. You can let go of this hand. The left hand has it. Now, big smile. Big smile, no, don't touch the knot.
Top group.
Point to the knot. Now, in your most magical fashion, mysteriously, slowly remove the knot like it was never part of the rope to begin with, please. Go ahead. Give it to this lady, she has a collection. Give it to her, she has a collection. And you can keep this rope, I'm sure you can find somebody to tie you up, there's no problem. I have a notebook here, and I'm going to make a request here that some folks, starting with this lady right here, there's a dot on this page. Would you be good enough to write a 4-digit number right next to the dot? Okay, just fill it in right in there. Okay, any 4-digit number you like. Could be part of a telephone number. Okay, and that's fine. How about you, sir? Would you mind putting another number right under hers, please? All right. How about this gentleman? Another 4-digit number underneath that, please. And how about this lady here? Can you put a 4-digit number under that also? Please. Now let's see. I need to find a mathematician in the audience. Who's a mathematician? I have a calculator for those who are a little less challenged. How about you, sir? Can I get you?
Me again.
Oh, well, why not? You're right here. Here's a calculator in case you need it.
Oh, jeez.
But one thing, when you add that up, do not let him see it,
I
okay?
would never do that.
I didn't think so, but I thought I would caution you. We are going to have here an attempt at, well, simple telepathy, okay? When you add 4-digit numbers up repeatedly, you can get something much larger than a 4-digit number, maybe a 5, possibly even a 6-digit number. So we've had four numbers selected, and when we add those 4 numbers up, they will produce one number. And this gentleman will show it to the fellow who sits right in back of him.
Write it down or?
No,
Show, right?
Okay? So there's 2 of these gentlemen who are thinking of this number. What I would like you to do, very simple, take this white paper and a nice big pen. Give some thought to what you think they might have selected. Did I tell you this is a 45-minute show? I don't want to interfere with that? Okay, so he has written a number. Would you mind reading in a clear stage voice the number that was the sum?
I will try. 2, 1, 8, 4, 0.
No.
Not bad, not bad. Thank you very much. Give him a nice hand, ladies and gentlemen. I need some generous soul to loan me a $100 bill. Here, this is your money, and no. This is your money.
Can I write my name on it?
Is that what you'd like to do? Certainly.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Is that what you want me to do?
Go ahead, please. Well, you make a mark that will identify it then, huh?
Yeah, fine.
Okay, that's fine. You will notice, ladies and gentlemen, that she, come on up here, come on up, that she was particularly intent on signing her bill. With malice, forethought, and downright pleasure, she managed to deface a piece of federal U.S. government property in front of the entire audience. Congratulations. But you did at least put over here. Okay, that's a mark. That's your mark. And so if you ever see another $100 bill, you can look for that, right? Okay.
I have to explain it to my husband when I get home if I don't go home.
Yes. Well, I won't interfere with that now. Okay. Fold that up good and tight.
That'll teach you for volunteering.
I know.
Okay. Now, this is an experiment in intuition. Men don't have intuition. They have gaming capabilities, maybe. Intuition is something that belongs to a woman. So we're going to measure and see just how good that is here tonight. Would you mind sealing that envelope up, please? Preferably with the French method. Oh, she knows all about that. Good. Now, if I told you that it's going to be up to you to really keep track of where that $50 bill went.
Is it 50 now?
I'm sorry.
Did I lose half?
I didn't tear it in half, I assure you.
Okay.
Wouldn't consider doing that. What I'm going to do to challenge your facility here is give you 3 other identical envelopes, sealed. And I'm going to put you on your honor to shuffle these envelopes all together, shuffle them all up. Okay?
Yeah.
Now,
Thank you.
well, it's up to you. Now, this is where your intuition comes in. You have to hand me just one envelope that does not have the bill in it. Okay? That was quick. Strong intuition, huh?
No, by touch.
Touch. That's fine. That's all right. Whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, one.
You see, because it's going to be an issue very shortly. We have 3 envelopes that remain. You want to shuffle them up again?
Yeah, sure.
Hand me one envelope that has no money in it, please. Thank you. Very good. There are 2 envelopes that remain. This is the cutting edge of this experiment, so to speak. No pun intended. Hand me one envelope that has no money in it, please. No money in it. Okay? Very good. Now, open the envelope and show us your bill.
It's a one. That's it. It's $99 a day.
I hate when that happens. You wouldn't have another $100 bill, would you? You know, I'm really very sorry.
Do I have to sit
I want
down
you,
now?
no, I apologize to you for this. I will pay you back, okay?
When?
Well, will you
No.
accept a balloon payment?
No,
Even a nice orange balloon?
no.
Oh, but you may be interested in this orange balloon.
Yes.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Judy's seen it before.
Do I have a choice?
No way.
Now here is an orange balloon. It doesn't look much like a vault, but it is for the most part airtight, or at least it was. I have the key, if you like, the natural enemy of the balloon. Okay, yes. Yes it is, boy, this balloon. Inside is a bulldog clip.
Is that mine?
Have a look.
Looks like it is.
It is a $100 bill. But the question is, does it have your mark on it?
Yes.
Thank you very much. I chose you because you looked to me to be an intelligent gentleman capable of a lot of concentration and one who would cooperate with me. Well, I'm beginning to find that's true. Okay, I'm going to move this table a little over here. Why don't you stand right there? Okay. Here is a jug of water. I'd like you to remove the top because we're going to use some of that water. All right. Now, if you would, I'm going to ask you to pour water in to about that level. That's fine. That's fine. Add a little more into the bowl there. That's good. That's fine. And you can put the top back on. Now, if I asked many of you, it, I'm sure, would be the majority opinion that magic is the real opposite of science. In fact, that's not quite the way it works. In fact, it was magic that gave rise to science. And there are times when the line between magic and science is very thin. I'm going to show you that now. I have water here. Water without scotch. Sorry. Well, I'm not sure about that. I mean, if there's no seltzer in it, I'm going to moisten this piece of paper. Now, I'm going to show you some science. Air holds the paper, paper holds the water. That's science. Remarkable. Dennis, extend your hand like this, as though you were actually holding the paper. You don't want to get too close to it because this could be a wet experience. Okay? I would like you to concentrate on holding that paper. Concentrate so much, in fact, that I don't want anything to break your concentration. Put your other hand over your eyes, please. Do not break your concentration until and unless I tell you, please. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, you see now here science. But this, that is magic. Dennis, on the count of 3, I would like you to open your eyes and drop your hand. 1, 2, 3. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.